Hey everybody, welcome to Fantastical Magic Tarot. My name is Andrea, and wow, it's been a while since I've been here, since I've posted. I don't even know how long, months, for sure, months and months. It has been a really rough year for me, and I'm not posting here to share, I'm not making this about me, but I just want to connect with you all and let you know why I've been absent. Yeah, it's just been a rough year. The most significant thing is I lost my soul dog, my best friend, my life partner, my guru, my child, my everything. So I've been in a lot of grief, I'm still in grief, but I'm coming back to life here a bit, and so I've been thinking about coming back on the channel here, and I'm not really sure. I feel like there might be some changes. Might even just start a whole new channel. I don't know. Fresh energy. Not sure. But I've been thinking about coming back on, and so here I am. And tonight was the night. So let's do a reading for you. And I wasn't sure what kind of reading to do today, and just what came to me was to do a current energy check-in and then some advice. So I like these kinds of readings. I really like doing this kind of reading for people, but also for myself, because sometimes we can just get kind of out of touch with ourselves, or sometimes our mental energy, we're out of alignment somehow, and we're not actually super aware of our own energy and where we're at. And so, yeah, this is just really helpful to do sometimes. And then the advice that we will get will be specific to whatever comes up in the energy check-in, okay? So let's do it. We have 3 different tarot decks, so you get to choose your tarot deck today. Group number 1 is the Labyrinth Tarot with the Carnelian stone. Group number 2 is the Owl Tarot with Opalite. And group number 3 is the Guardians of the Night Tarot, and I can't remember the name of this pretty purple stone. And yeah, I will put timestamps in the description box below, and I will see you in your reading. Hey, group number 1, if you chose the Carnelian and the Labyrinth Tarot. So let's get into it. What is your current energy, group number 1? And I'm just going to shuffle off camera here for the most part. Sometimes, like this, you will see it. I don't like doing that because I know it's loud. So I have pre-shuffled, of course. So I just like to shuffle while I'm on camera, checking in with your energy as well. So let's do that. Okay. What is the energy, please, Spirit, for group number 1? The collective for group number 1. What is their current energy? What is the current energy for group number 1? Okay, you've got the 2 of Wands, or the 2 of Poles in this deck. What is the current energy, please, for group number 1? Current energy for group number 1. What is the current energy for group number 1? Okay. So we've got the 5 of Cups, or the 5 of, I think, Vessels, or something rather. Anyway, it's the 5 of Cups. This deck just calls it different things. And then we've also got the 9 of Cups. What is the current energy here, please, for group number 1? Current energy for group number 1, please, Spirit. Group number 1, what is the current energy? Okay. So we've also got the 8 of Junk, which is the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so the first thing that's coming up, okay, we've just got this that's come up as well. These cards stick together. I'm just going to take the top one. Okay, so we've also got, where do I want to put this? I'll put this up here. We also have the 6 of Junk, which is the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so the first thing coming up, there's some kind of loss here with the 5 of Cups coming up, especially right beside the Nine of Cups. It feels like, we're going to clarify, but it feels like there's something you really wanted here, and there's some loss, like you didn't get what you wanted. That's one thing. The other thing could be, the other thing that's kind of coming through is something that really, you already had it. Something you already had that really fulfilled you. You know, that you really appreciated. Something that filled your heart anyway. Okay, we'll put it that way. Something that filled your heart, that meant something to your heart. There's a loss here. And there feels like it could be career related with this Eight of Pentacles coming up. Or it might have just been something you put a lot of work into. And it feels like there is like a regrouping kind of happening here with the Two of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so let's clarify these, okay? Please clarify this Two of Wands. Clarify this Two of Wands. Two of Wands, please. For group number 1. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles. Maybe feeling a little overwhelmed. Not knowing kind of what to do. Maybe decisions to be made. Some decision to be made. Clarify this Five of Cups, please. Clarify this Five of Cups, please, for group number 1. The Magician. Yeah. That's what it really feels like. With this loss here, like it might have been something you put a lot of work into, something you created, something you manifested, you've lost, or something that you were trying to manifest. You lost. Like I said, you either already had it or you never got it. But either way, you put some work into it. The other thing that's coming up here is maybe that maybe you've lost some belief in yourself because of this. There may be some, yeah, not really believing in yourself here. What is this Nine of Cups? What's this Nine of Cups? Please clarify the Nine of Cups here, please. Got Justice. Oh. I'm going to get one more. Clarify this Nine of Cups, please. One more for the Nine of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. The Page of Pentacles is planting a seed. This feels, and we've got the Justice and the Six of Pentacles here. So maybe it's like, maybe what's happened feels unjust. Maybe for some of you, maybe this was not really your doing. Maybe someone else made some decision that impacted this. Maybe there's like some kind of authority that made this decision. Maybe there was a legal decision, you know, something that was out of your hands. Either that or that it just really feels like, you know, unfair. Maybe it didn't get much of a chance. What's this Eight of Pentacles? Eight of Junk, please. Clarify this Eight of Junk. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So we've got the Tower and the Queen of Swords has come out. I don't know if you can see those cards. I always like to see the cards. I'm going to have to cover some up, but here I'll show you the Tower here. There's the Tower. Especially if you like the movie The Labyrinth, it's fun to see these. And then the Queen of Feathers, which is the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Feels like there's some kind of cutthroat decision that was made here. Something unexpected. You know, if you're familiar with the Tower, this is like something that kind of rocks our world a little bit. Not a little bit, usually a lot. It's usually not expected, or it happens quickly. But the main thing here is that it's changed things for you. It's really changed things. And it feels kind of, yeah, like I said, there's something cutthroat about this. Maybe cutthroat isn't the best word. Maybe for some of you it is, but maybe another way of saying that is like cold. You know what I mean? Especially when it's like, actually, that's a really good example for kind of the energy I'm getting is like, you know, someone, we could use two examples here. Let's say you were in a relationship with somebody and it was intimate and you shared your, you know, your heart's desires, and there was a lot of emotion in the relationship, and then they just end it with like one sentence like, I'm not interested anymore. And like, or something just really factual, like there's no emotion in the ending, you know. Or like if it comes from, you know, you get a letter from the government that just all of a sudden cuts you off of something that you really need, you know, funding for something, and it's just so cold. And it's like you get some cold letter from some agency and it like really impacts your life. You know, it's not representative of the impact that it has on you. Something along those lines. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles. What is the Six of Pentacles here? So, yeah, that came out again. So there's the Three of Cups. Actually, I'm going to get one more. Six of Pentacles, please. So, I mean, we're getting a whole description of kind of what went down here. But the energy is being really impacted by something, by some kind of loss or disappointment. And like maybe a little bit of loss of belief in yourself and not really knowing how to move forward, or maybe just starting to plan how to move forward. What's this Six of Pentacles? What's this Six of Pentacles, please? Yeah, we got the Ten of Wands. Okay. And at the bottom, we have got the Seven of Junk, or the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's something here about with Three of Cups showing up, other people, relationships, community. This feels like help. So this feels like at the end here, this feels like help coming towards you. And I don't know if you're just feeling like you really need help. Maybe that's because we're checking in about your energy. So maybe you're feeling like you really need some help right now. Like you're tired. You feel defeated. You need some help with something. Okay, if any of that resonates, then this reading is for you. Now let's get some advice. What is the advice, please, for group number 1? Advice, group number 1, please. Okay, we've got the World. Like it's like letting it go. Let some kind of completion happen here. Okay, this is a completion of a cycle. Like I think that's the way to look at it. And on to the next phase of your life, kind of thing, or the next phase of what, you know, like let something complete here. What is the advice, please, for group number 1? Group number 1. The Chariot. Determination, okay? Do not give up, okay? Yeah, it's okay. You probably do need to regroup, but don't give up. The advice here is to be determined, okay? What is the advice, please, for... Did you see this, by the way? Oh my gosh, I love this. if you like the movie, I have to show this to you a little better. The Chariot card there. Sir, I can't remember their names now. Sir Lancelot? No, I don't remember anyway. Okay. What is the advice here, please, for group number 1? Group number 1, what is the advice here? What is the advice here? Yeah, okay. So the Devil's come up. So this is triggering. Whatever is, okay, well, there's 2. Oh, look, we've got the star at the bottom. I love that. I love that, especially with the Devil just coming up. Okay, I'm going to clarify the Devil, but you know what I think there's 2 scenarios here that are coming up. Is one, this is, I think you need to recognize that this is, whatever has happened, whatever's going on, it's triggering wounds in you. It's how you're feeling is more than just what's happened. You know, it's more than just recent events. It's more than your current circumstances. It is triggering some deeper wounds, okay? The other thing that is, the other message coming through with that is, for some of you, you're unhealthily attached to some aspect of something here. There's some kind of attachment, you know, that, and like this energy of attachment needs to be completed. Okay, let's clarify this. Clarify the demon, the Devil here. Clarify this Devil energy. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles. The 7 of Cups again. That was at the bottom before, wasn't it? I don't remember now. Or was that the 7 of Pentacles? I don't remember. Anyway. 7 of Cups is about illusion, like especially with the well, it could be a few things. I'll just say what comes up, but definitely for some of you this is about illusion. Not seeing things clearly. For some of you, it may be not. There's some kind of attachment that's making you not really see the options properly. Yeah, we've got the High Priestess coming up now. It's like it's blocking your intuition. Why is this Queen of Junk here? Why is this Queen of Junk here? Four of Swords. Knight of Wands. Look at that, hey? You know, it's interesting because the Four of Swords can be about rest. But the Queen of Pentacles, I mean, you know, besides what a traditional, look at who's represented here by the Queen of Pentacles in the Labyrinth. She's a hoarder. She's hoarding and she's so attached to her belongings. So attached to her belongings. And if you remember, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Labyrinth, but if you haven't, this, I don't want to give any spoilers, but let's just say she's using material things to distract. Using material things, you know, belongings, material things, money, belongings, to distract and to manipulate. And then we've got the Knight of Wands that has come up. I'm just really getting this message. Four of Swords is also about healing. Yeah, there's some attachment, something that is distracting you, something that's making you see things not clearly that needs to be healed. You need to get more in touch with your intuition for sure. Too focused on the material, too focused, yet not seeing the bigger picture. But there is this determination energy here, needing to stay determined, needing to let something complete. let's just get some oracle cards here now. What is the advice here for group number 1, please? What is the advice for group number 1? What is the advice here for group number 1? Advice for group number 1, please. Yeah, gentleness. Maybe some of you are being really hard on yourself. I mean, that could be the devil energy for some of you. Beating yourself up. Not seeing yourself clearly, maybe for some of you. Then we've got adventure. It's like this is a lightening up energy. Like this is a moving forward. This definitely goes along with that chariot energy that came forward. It's like, you know, one door closes, another opens. Like, you know, one cycle ends and another begins. And it's just, you know, be gentle on yourself, be kind to yourself. Maybe realize, you know, whatever here has resonated, and, you know, you take that. But like, there's also this advice here about, especially got the 2 of Wands here, you know, planning and being determined. What is the advice here, please, for group number 1? Hunger. What is the advice here, please, for group number 1? Okay, wow. Sentinels. Okay. This card here is, and this is kind of the energy that's coming through too, like fighting for what you believe in. Fighting for yourself, standing up for, you know, what's right. That's the kind of energy of that card. And then hunger is interesting. This deck kind of, it gives, oh, I keep hitting the camera. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's enough of that. This card, I'm going to look it up. This is a new deck to me. I'm going to show it to you. Like, it's beautiful, hey? Here. But these cards kind of, this is the deck. These cards, the meanings of them, some of them are not exactly how they appear. So let's look at hunger. It says surrender to the call of the wild. And the key words are survival, need, bravery. Bravery keeps coming up. Loyalty, death, satisfaction, pathfinder, strong instinct, and intuition. There is like this, with both these cards coming up, like a fierceness, that kind of an energy coming up. It's interesting because we have gentleness too. I think it's like, you can do both, right? You can, and I really feel like this gentle message is being gentle with yourself. I really feel that. Really taking care of yourself, but like also being determined and not giving up, and, you know, letting that fierceness come back once you're in the space to have that again. Because I feel like you've had that before. So the message, it says with this card, it says, ask yourself, what am I actually hungry for? Yeah, because there was that card about illusion here too, not seeing things clearly. What do you really need to survive and thrive so that you can nurture yourself and those around you? What feels frightening or embarrassing about your hunger? In Western societies, we tend to feel shame about our hungers, a shame that manifests in our often disordered relationship to food, sex, aggression, and a rabid consumerism. A shapeshift into wolf allows our fear of the wild to become the call of the wild, as we listen and surrender to a brave and sure-footed intelligence, which knows that hunger satisfied is a path toward independence and freedom. Trust your instincts and be loyal to your needs. It's interesting that that's come up, because we did have this attachment energy come up, and I really feel that energy was more about distraction. Okay, anyway, I'm going to leave it at there. This has gone longer than I had intended, which is not unusual for me. I hope that this was helpful, and I wish you all the best, and see you next time. Hey, group number 2, if you chose the Owl Tarot and the Opalite, let's check in on your current energy and then get you some advice. Just going to shuffle a little bit here. I did pre-shuffle, of course. Okay. What is the current energy, please, for group number 2, Spirit? Current energy for group number 2. Got the Tower right off the bat. Justice, geez. Okay. What is the current energy for group number 2? 9 of Pentacles. Current energy for group number 2, please. Page of Cups. I mean, I'm imagining a lot of you are familiar with tarot and know what the Tower means, but so the major arcana that are showing up here are the Tower and the Justice cards. And the Tower is, it can be looked at as divine intervention. That's often the way I see it, but it's not always that. And we're going to clarify, but it is like there's some energy of something that happened fast, maybe unexpected. It's something powerful that's happened in your life that's changed things, rerouted you, redirected you. And we're going to clarify, and the Justice is coming up right next to it. Yeah, I'm just going to clarify before I say anything else, actually. Okay, why is the Tower here? Why is the Tower here? The 5 of Wands. Why is the Tower here? Why is the Tower here? Oh, 9 of Swords. Okay. Not easy. That is tough energy, group number 2. I feel like you feel like you're in a battle right now, maybe. Could be an internal battle or an external battle. I feel like, yeah, something is taking up your energy here. Mentally, for sure. Okay, we're just going to keep going. Why is Justice here? Why is Justice here? Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Justice can mean a lot of things, but what I'm getting, there's something about karma. Something about karmic cycles here, honestly. With the Wheel of Fortune clarifying it, there's something about a karmic cycle going on for you right now. What is this 9 of Pentacles? Guys, the cards are kind of flying out too. I mean, this deck does like to, but yours is especially flying out. We've got the Page of Swords. And why is the Page of Cups here? Why is the Page of Cups here? All these pages. Page of Wands. Maybe you are feeling like this energy with all these pages coming up in the 9 of Pentacles. It kind of feels to me like you're feeling like you have to start over again, maybe in something, or you really need to figure something out. There's this learning energy here, maybe figuring out how to stand on your own 2 feet, figuring out how to be independent, figuring out how to financially make things work, needing to start something new, needing to learn something new. This Page of Cups is a really open-hearted energy, though, despite all of this, that feels really tough at the beginning here. I feel some kind of open-heartedness here, too. What do I want to clarify here? What is this Nine of Pentacles about? What is this Nine of Pentacles about? Yeah, the Eight of Cups. What is this? Tell me more about this. Actually, let's do the Eight of Cups. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Five of Swords. Okay. So, oh, and you got the Five of Cups on the bottom. Okay, so this is the energy that's coming through. There's conflict here. There is challenge and conflict here, okay? And there is, it feels like, there's no relationship cards here. So this does not have, like, this could be about anything, but I don't know. The example of a relationship is coming up here. Like, just, I'm going to give this example that's just come to my brain, but this could apply to work, could apply to anything, family, school, it could apply to anything, but it's like, it's almost like this energy of like, being in some kind of long-term on and off again relationship with somebody, or just some kind of long-standing relationship where you need, you know, it's walking, you know, you need to walk away from it, but like, or something's happened unexpectedly just to dissolve the relationship, but and now it's like having to figure out how to be on your own again, include in every way, like financially, emotionally, just like the way you live your life. There might be conflict involved in the walking away process. It's just that kind of energy. Again, I'm getting no cards here about a relationship. It's just, that's the kind of energy. It's like, something has happened that is really changing things, or something is happening that is changing things, and there's some conflict and challenge around it, and it's getting to you in some ways. Because the Nine of Swords is here. It's like affecting your mental health, but there's also an open-heartedness and a curiosity and a way here trying to figure this out. There's an energy here of trying to figure this out, how to move forward, how to leave what isn't serving you, and how to, and you might not even have a choice about leaving, you know, with the Tower being here, but some of you may have made a choice to leave. Some of you not. This is kind of out of your control, maybe. But yeah, just trying to figure out how to do this, whatever it is you're doing. So if that resonates, that's your reading. That's your energy. Let's get advice. What is the advice here for group number 2? What is the advice for group number 2? Queen of Wands. Okay, this is like your power. Like, you need to reconnect with your power. You have the ability here. Group number 2, whatever this is you're trying to figure out, you can do this. You can do this. I mean, maybe you'll need some help along the way or something, but like, you have the ability to do this. So this is the advice with this card, is finding your own power, you making things happen, taking initiative. Wands is action. Wands is passion. You know, it is not passive energy at all. Okay, what's the advice here? Seven of Swords. You may need to be smart about about how you're going to move forward. Like maybe you don't need to tell everyone everything. Maybe there's some things you need to keep to yourself. Keep your cards close to your chest, maybe. What is the advice here for group number 2? Knight of Cups. Again, action. Knights are action, but with it being the cups here, it's like follow your heart. Follow your heart here. You got the Page and Knight of Cups. Yeah, continue to have this open heart. Even if you don't feel like you have it, you do. There's an openness here, but you need to continue with that and follow your heart. What is the advice here? Ten of Swords. Let something go. Like, it's the end. There's definitely an ending here. Look, the Temperance is at the bottom. That's gorgeous. We'll take that. That is like tranquility, patience, healing. So there is this advice about moving forward, taking action, going after, you know, like finding, there's re-empowerment energy here. But it's not like a really fast moving energy here though, despite like the Queen and Knight showing up here. It's kind of like just heal, just, you know, do things the right way, but you need to be smart about it and think about it. Rush, you know. And there's a need to let something go. Like, it's done. This Ten of Swords showing up is it's done. Whatever this is. It's not in your best interest. The Eight of Cups is here too. It's not in your best interest. Oh, I can see that sorry, I didn't know how bad or how long the camera was out of focus for. Hopefully not too long. We're just gonna go with it. It's my first reading back in a while, so you can take it or leave it. Okay, what is the advice here? I'll get some oracle now for you. What is the advice here? Advice, please. Compassion. Aw. Yeah, we've got Temperance here too. Oh gosh, I probably have to cover this up. Anyway, we've got compassion for yourself, for others. It really feels like, look, we've got like an angel overlooking someone with butterfly wings. There's this energy of transformation here. Compassion for the process, for yourself as you're transforming maybe here. Maybe understanding that it's getting this kind of energy like you're being looked after, looked over. What is the energy? Pardon me, what is the advice here? What is the advice for group number 2? Oh, what did I just say? Oh, geez. The Five of Cups didn't come up. I'm really sorry if any of you have lost someone here. I'm so sorry. But I think the main thing that's coming through here is someone's looking over you. Like there's a spirit. This is a spiritual energy. You know, your ancestors, anyone that you've lost. You know, whatever you believe, your spirit team, angels, whatever you believe. There is a spiritual energy here. So I guess we're asking for advice, so it's to tap into that. Pray. Maybe you need to pray. Group number 2. Maybe that's the support you need right now, is spiritual support. And you have it. But maybe you need to, you know, stay open to it, seek it out, just really connect to it. What is the advice here for group number 2? Captive. I do have the Eight of Cups here. What is the advice here for group number 2? And now we've got Descent. I just want to clarify Captive. And this is a new deck for me, so I actually want to look up Descent. I know Captive well. But this is the... If you're interested, it's a new deck. So let's look up Descent. And then I'm going to clarify Captive. Captive, I mean, this card can talk about being captive, like something that's controlling us or keeping us captive, but it can also talk about the way that we are, we hold other things captive, you know, like either side of it. So Descent. Let's find Descent. Yeah, and I can feel this energy, especially with this. This feels spiritual to me too, but it says Descent, the key phrase is encountering the depths. And the key words are despair, adaptation, regeneration, creativity, emotional intelligence, surprise encounters, and flexibility. And there is... I don't know, I feel called, I didn't do this for the other group, but I feel called, there's a little quote from someone, I don't know, I usually know who it is that they're quoting, but I don't know who this person is. It's William Carlos Williams, 1948. If you know who that is, please let me know. I'm probably going to Google it after anyway, but so here is the quote. It says, "The descent, made up of despairs and without accomplishment, realizes a new awakening, which is a reversal of despair. For what we cannot accomplish, what is denied to love, what we have lost in the anticipation, a descent follows, endless and indestructible." And it says, when this card appears, the alchemy offered by descending into feelings of loss or despair is a regeneration. I can feel that energy here. Connecting with what feels utterly other, chaotic, frightening, or just plain weird, and also astonishing, and pouring tea for the unanticipated, is the pathway by which regeneration occurs. Take a big breath and let yourself go down. Become fluid and allow your boundaries to soften. Try and see what comes to meet you. If we resist and clutch, what is met during descent can turn on us, Medusa-like, and we become paralyzed by grief or depression. Equally alarming, by thrashing around in distress, we may be grasped by an overwhelming fear of dissolution and drown in delusions. Our unconscious psyche shows us the face that we show to it. So while it's true that sometimes on the face of it, things are as bad as they seem, there is always the possibility for healing and deeper emotional awareness. So much depends on how we descend. No matter how large or small the precipitating despair, and no matter the many twists and turns it takes. The octopus has 3 hearts, so there's an octopus there. Each of its 8 tentacles contain a mini brain, communicating with a 9th brain in the body. If they lose a tentacle, it will simply regrow. In the same way, we also have untapped and endless sources, one of which is to seek connections between all things within ourselves, both frightening and familiar. These connections bring us the new energy needed for healing and creativity. A winsome piece of Japanese folk healing is instructive. A person suffering with whooping cough fashions a paper talisman of a 7-tentacled octopus. As the patient recovers, the 8th tentacle is drawn in and the talisman set adrift to float away in the river. So that's what it says, and I laugh, but it's just because I thought it was cute, kind of, but there is a heavier energy here. Yeah, there's challenge. So the advice here is to descend, group number. Like, you have to go through this. There's no going around it, okay? Whatever you're dealing with, you have to go through it. There's no getting around it. I feel like there is a massive spiritual, like I said, the karmic cycle, right? There's some massive spiritual lesson here. I don't know how you feel about the word awakening. Sometimes these words are beautiful and they're real things, but they get overused and they get twisted and turned and they get trendy. And so then I resist them. But It is that kind of an energy here too. I think this is the kind of thing you're going to look back on and see. I don't know, that it's changed you. I was going to say something that I'm not going to say. Well, I'll say it, but it makes me mad. So I'm going to share something. So when I lost my dog this year, my soul dog, it's the hardest. I've lost other people. I've lost friends, boyfriends, my mother. I've lost lots of people. But when I lost and I've lost a dog before, and that was awful. But when I lost my soul dog, his name was Otis. I didn't want to talk to anybody about it because I didn't want anyone to try and say anything to make me feel better. It was like, if anyone just said, time heals, or there's a silver lining to everything, or what did I say? One door closes, another opens. I think I said that to somebody in this reading. So I don't know if it was you or the other group. Anyway, if someone, I would not have tolerated anyone saying anything like that to me. It was just awful and pain and horrific, and I was broken. And if anyone said anything like that, I would have lost my mind on them. How dare you? Don't you dare say anything like that to me. There's nothing good about this. Not a damn thing, But so I'm not going to say anything like that. And that's not even what I mean. It's just that I'll just keep sharing my own experience, and maybe you'll get what I'm trying to say. It has changed my life, and it's changed me, and I've descended. I have descended in this grief, and there has been healing more than, I still have grief that isn't healed, but there's other parts of me that got healed in this process of losing him, and the grief and the descending. And so, yeah, maybe that's all I'll say, but I wonder if you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, let me try it again. This is a big, wherever you're at, group number 2, this is a pivotal point, and it's going to change you, and where you're headed is, this changes everything for you, but it feels karmic, and it feels like highly spiritual. There's some massive spiritual lesson here, some kind of soul's evolution, that kind of thing happening. Okay. So I know that's big. I know I didn't mean, sometimes we are going through these big things. I like to watch tarot readings too. Sometimes I don't watch very many readers anymore, and there's only a few, but, when we're getting general readings, on YouTube, these free general collective readings, pick a cards, all that, the messages come through often sound so grandiose, rebirth, you're going through rebirth. It's just so grandiose. And it's life is not always that massive moment happening, but it all is part of a bigger picture, but anyway, I do feel like, whether you realize it or not, for you, group number 2, there is some big energy here, something big kind of changing in your life. So yeah. All right, I'm done. I hope that was helpful, and take very good care, and see you in the next one, hopefully. Okay, group number 2. You chose the Guardians of the Night Tarot and this stone. And let's get a check-in on your current energy. Group number 3. Did I say 3? I don't know. Group number 3, please. Okay, Spirit, what is the energy for this third collective group, please? What is the current energy for group number 3? Got the 8 of Swords. What is the current energy for group number 3, please? Group number 3. Okay. Okay. We've got, so first card out, like I already showed you, 8 of Swords. Then we've got the 7 of Cups. Then we have the Ace of Swords. And we have the 3 of Wands. And we're going to clarify each of these, but right off the go here, let me see what's on the bottom. 2 of Swords, yeah. There's an energy here of it's like you need clarity right now, group number 3. There's a real need for clarity here about something. There's confusion in this energy. There's also a lot of mental energy, like a lot of spinning mind, going over something over and over again maybe, or just like not feeling like you don't know what's real and what's real, what's not real, what to do. There might be a decision, or maybe it's just trying to understand a situation. In any case, there's an energy of confusion here, of the need for clarity, and a waiting energy. There's a waiting energy here with that 3 of Wands. Let's just clarify all these, okay? What's the 8 of Swords here, please? Why is this 8 of Swords here? Why is this 8 of Swords here? Knight of Swords, more mental energy. Yeah, this is very... need to slow down, I think, group number 3 a little bit. Mentally, I need to slow down a bit. 7 of Cups. Why is the 7 of Cups here? 7 of Pentacles. You're more waiting energy. The waiting is driving you crazy. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say that. I've been in this energy, so please, there's no judgment. I have compassion. I'm being blunt, you know? I'm being blunt. No, the waiting is getting to you. I say that with compassion and love. The waiting is getting to you, group number 3, about something. Not having answers about something, or just waiting for something. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Thinking something isn't going to pay off for some of you. Worried something you've invested in isn't going to pay off. 3 of Cups. There's something about other people or a community here, or maybe you're waiting for information from, maybe the information that you need that's going to come in is from other people, from a community, from friends. Something about other people here. Either that or this clarity that you need. It's like you just want to celebrate something. There's something that you really just, you want to get confirmation about, or you want to get clear about, or you want an answer or information so that you can celebrate something. It'll make you happy. That kind of a thing. Why is the 3 of Wands here? Yeah. 3 of Wands and the Hermit. I'm going to get one more for that. I'm going to have to overlap the cards for that last one. Why is the, the 3 of Wands here? Why is the 3 of Wands here? 10 of Wands, yeah. Okay. 8 of Wands. I feel like you're waiting for news for a lot of you. Communication. Waiting for communication. or maybe there has been some communication that's ongoing that this is pertaining to. You might be withdrawn a little bit, feeling burdened, feeling like, yeah, maybe like you don't have energy to give to other people very much right now. Like maybe you're feeling like, yeah, a little withdrawn, a little into yourself. I feel this energy of like, yeah, sort of being like in your head, in your own, kind of keeping to yourself, but also like really, yeah, in your head a lot. Okay, so that's the energy that's kind of present. So if any of that resonates, then you can continue on. I'll get advice now. What is the advice here for group number 3? What is the advice? 9 of Wands, just hold on. That's what that, like, as an advice card, that card is just like, hold on. Okay? Don't give up. What is the advice here for group number 3? Advice here for group number 3. Advice here for group number 3. Oh, look at that. Fool at the bottom. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles. Look how chill this 9 of Pentacles is. Like, that bear is chill. Like, not worried about anything. Relaxed. Then the 10 of Pentacles came right after. And it's bees in this card. And then we've got the 4 of Wands. Which is more, it can be more celebration energy, but it's also, for being a Wands card, it's a kind of a grounded energy too. This talks about our foundations. The 10 of Pentacles. The advice for you, and we're going to get some oracle too, but the advice so far is like, just look at all of this. It's, sorry, there's a lot going on in my brain. I'm trying to figure out what to say and what not to say. We had no more swords coming out, okay? That's the first thing I've noticed. No swords have come out in this advice. Like, thinking is not the solution here, okay? Trying to figure anything else out is not really needed here, okay? I feel like whatever you're waiting for, like, it's coming. You need to kind of just hang on. And sort of realize that the work you've put into something, there's some work. With the 9 and 10 of Pentacles here, like, you don't get to a 9 and 10 of Pentacles energy without a lot of work. So maybe you need to continue to do the work, realize the work that you've done to this point, whatever this work could be. Like, it could literally be work on like something to do with your career or money, but it could be work you've put into a relationship. It could be work you've put into anything, you know, any kind of energy and work that you've put in. Like, you need to realize, like, you've created a foundation here. There's a foundational energy here that's present, and maybe you need to reflect on that a bit and have some faith in that. But it's like, don't stop working. You can keep working on whatever this has to do with, but like, you don't need to think anymore. You don't need to figure it all out. Like, you don't need to sort it out. It's kind of like put one foot in front of the other, just hang on, try to ground yourself. That's kind of, let's get the oracle. That's kind of what's coming through with the tarot so far. What is this advice, please, for group number 3? What is the advice here for group number 3? Expression. You see that? Yeah, expression. All those butterflies. She's got a veil on. What is the advice here for group number 3? What is the advice here? Centering, yeah. I definitely feel that, like, imbalance is on the bottom. Maybe, so with this expression card, maybe you do need to speak up about something or reach out about something. Like, maybe you need to not keep something to yourself. I mean, there's no harm in checking in about something or reaching out about something. Like, if you're waiting for information, there's no harm in checking in. Or maybe this expression could be just talking to someone else about it. I feel like you're really all up in your own head and, like, yeah, need to get grounded and centered, and maybe some expression here would help you do that. There's like a release kind of associated with this expression. This veil being here, it's on her. And we have the 8 of Swords. Like, I think maybe just realizing too, mentally there's like a cloudiness. There might be some fear or anxiety that is. Maybe you are anxious about reaching out or saying something or asking something. There's no need for that. There's no need to be afraid of, if that's what you were like wanting to do. Actually, the advice is to do that. You might need to voice something here, okay? Express or voice something here, okay? Take that as it resonates. And the centering, yeah, definitely, like, need to, you know, it might be helpful for me to read to you this. I like the way this this book has written the descriptions. So I won't read you the whole thing, I'll just read the advice part. But so that says the centering card invites you to align with your core essence and go forward in life from a strong position of unification. The temptation to define our reality through family, job, or achievements can distract from our spiritual essence and clip the wings to our freedom. Life is constantly changing and calls us to be flexible and centered to survive. By focusing attention inward, you gain strength to act as opposed to react to external influences. Prioritizing core values and beliefs provides a strong foundation to realign your energies, creating a boundary between where you end and the outside world begins. Identifying this point is key to raising awareness amid growing external pressures of the Western world, where status and possessions are often the measure of worth. By conserving your energy for the development of spiritual progress, the pressures and illusions created by the outer world will be easier to identify. In the presence of tension or anxiety, sometimes we need to simply breathe to regain perspective. As part of a daily practice, breathing techniques help anchor thoughts into the present moment and quiet the relentless dialogue of the mind. And that's what I feel like is going on with you. That's a good way to say it. Relentless dialogue of the mind. Yoga is also a proven way to help unify the mind, body, and spirit. Conserve your valuable energy for where, when, and how it is most needed. Once realigned, you will feel the benefit of meeting life from a position of centeredness and clarity. There you go. Said it way better than I could have. Okay, let's get your final cards. Group number 3. What is the advice here for group number 3? Group number 3, what's the advice here? Oh, this one came out. I guess it came out in group number 1. So you got sentinels. And then conciliation. This is a new deck to me, so I am going to check the guidebook for this one too. This is the deck, though, if you're interested. I'm really loving the art on it. I haven't got the constellation card yet. I have got Sentinels a few times, and this Sentinels energy is like, it's a few things, but part of the energy is actually connecting with like our more animalistic selves, like more raw, like that part of us, you know. I mean, I don't know how you see humans, but I see humans as animals. We're just animals, just, you know, a different species or whatever. But it's kind of connecting with, yeah, and that fierceness of that kind of an energy. But this card also, it does also sort of give the advice of like holding on. And we got that energy before here too, about holding on when things are strained. You know, when you're feeling burdened, it feels hard to hold on, basically. When it feels hard to hold on, like it's a recognition of that, and but the advice to hold on, okay? Acknowledgement, yeah, it feels hard to hold on, but hold on. You know, and don't be afraid to like stand up or be fierce where you need to be, is kind of the advice with that card. But let's look at conciliation, because I haven't got that card before. I am, you know, I mean, look at the imagery here. We've got a knight with like a lamb's head and a wolf. I think that's a dove. Okay, let me find it. So here, it says, speak softly and carry a big stick. That's sort of the catchphrase for that card. And it says armor, innocence, peace, predator, prey, and doves. So it says conciliation is the process of resolving conflict by accommodating the standpoints of people or groups whose objectives are different, at least in the beginning. A neutral third party, a conciliator, helps disputing parties reach a mutually acceptable agreement or solution. The process focuses on facilitating dialogue, understanding, and cooperation between parties so that they can resolve their differences on their own terms. I really feel like there's a need to reach out, to have some communication in this situation, okay? That's coming through pretty strongly. There might be some misunderstanding going on in whatever is going on for you. Like, I feel like your mind is kind of, maybe you've created scenarios that are not real, you know? Maybe you are creating stories, maybe a little bit. And maybe whoever else is involved, if there is someone else involved, that might be happening on the other end too. But it just feels like maybe a misunderstanding, however that applies. A need for some communication, dialogue, expression. And we had the Three of Cups come up here too. Maybe there is a need for some kind of mediator. Bring someone else into the situation to help in this process. For some of you, that might apply. But yeah, like there's this advice here not to be passive, but also not to be too aggressive. I think you need information at this point, and things might soften a lot for you. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. I hope this was helpful, and take care, and I'll see you next time.